Okay, welcome back, and what I'm going to do is, as promised, I'm going to help you come up with the media files for Pinball Emporium for that last game I showed you how to download, which was Earth, Wind & Fire, Zachariah. We downloaded it, we got it to work within Pinball Emporium, but we need our media files for Pinball Emporium. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how I do this. Again, I'm on my server screen here. This is my file explorer here, and I went over and got on the, I'm linked up to my server where I store all this. It doesn't matter, a thumb drive, a place on your hard drive, a different folder. I just like to keep things separate, and I'm going over to the folder that I made for Earth, Wind & Fire, and here it is. And you can see this is where I put my VPX file and my backglass file. If I can make that, I'll make that bigger so you can see it. Anyway, my direct B2S file and my VPX file. Now, for ease, this is what I do over here. I open another Windows folder, Explorer, and if you go into your Pinball Emporium and see how it's laid out, Pinball Emporium and where these media files are held. So it's under Pinball Emporium. It's on my computer. It's on the C drive. Open up Pinball Emporium. It's under Collections. So what I do first is I click on this Collections, kind of do what I call a light click, and copy the name. Just copy that. And then inside this folder, I'm inside of this, on my server here, under Earth, Wind & Fire, I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to paste that name in there, Collections. Now, there's a method to my madness, and hopefully it'll all come together for you and show you why I'm doing this. Now, I'm opening Collections, and this is a Visual Pinball X table, so I'm going to lightly click on that one, a regular click. I guess you call it a left click, where you light click on it and get it to highlight it. I'm going to hit copy. And I'm going to hit new folder, right click, and paste that name. Under Visual Pinball X, I'm getting to where you store these media files. It's under Medium Artwork. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy Medium Artwork. And I know I'm kind of dragging my feet going through all these little things here that I could fast forward through, but this will give you a chance to follow along and set this up the exact same way. Then under Medium Artwork, now you've got all these. Now, you've got alternative ones, you got cover, you got credit, you got logo, you got rules, you got topper. If you've got a topper, if you want to put the rules in, you can copy these. I just do basically the three: the cover, the video. The cover is that picture that's shown when you're scrolling through the games in the front end. The video is the screen that is showed on your playfield while you're scrolling through that shows the gameplay, and the video marquee is what shows up on your back glass as a little blurb to show what the game's about. So I only worry about those three. So under Medium Artwork, I'm going to go back to my left screen and get into Medium Artwork. I'm going to take and copy cover. I'll create a new folder called cover. Now, you can type these in, but they've got to be named exactly the same as they are where you're setting this up over here to get this done, as they are on your system. So I'll go back over here to video, copy, paste. Now, I guess you wouldn't have to do this if you're just adding one. I like to do this because if I add multiple games, I can just drag and drop all these folders in. And it just keeps them more organized for me. In case I want to put them on another table or I want to share them with somebody. I messed up there. I got to paste this. Okay, so paste. Okay, so I've got my file structure built here. So this is where we're going to store everything. Before I can drag those over here one at a time as I create them, but this keeps me organized. Let me just back up and show you. And let me show you another example here. Another game that I downloaded. Okay, this is a future pinball table. And you see I put collections, future pinball, medium artwork, and I put all these in here. That way, if I go to use that table again or have to reload it, everything's right there. Now I think I may have made one mistake. I got to go back down to Earth, Wind, and Fire and collections. Yeah, no, I made it right. Collections, Visual Pinball X, and once you're in Visual Pinball X, you got medium artwork. Yep, it's all there. Okay, so I've got that now. Now let's go over to. Now this one here, it looks like I got lucky, and I'll put you a link in here. I searched on VP Forums, and I found a media pack, and I already hit download on it. So I downloaded the media pack. So let's go over to our download folder, and let's see if I can find it here. Well, easiest way here is go here and go show in folder. Now there's my Earth, Wind, and Fire media pack. Let's minimize that. Now let's go back to, I don't want to be in this one. I want to be on my server, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Back to my Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to highlight this in my download folder, and I'm going to go to 7-zip, and I'm going to hit Open Archive. Now I haven't even looked at this yet. I'm going to wait till I drag it over here onto my server, close this out, and I'm going to delete this. Again, I don't like clutter on my computer. Now, that's my download folder. I can close that. Now, let's see what came on this. I'm going to regular click on that, right click, 7-zip, and I'm going to hit what am I doing wrong? Oh, I just want to open the folder. The media. Okay, let's see what all is in here. Again, I'm doing this blind. I already unzipped this. So I've got Hyperpin. I've got Ultra VP. Let's check that out first. I don't have a clue what that file is. Ultra UVP file. Not even going to mess with that right now. Media. Visual Pinball. Okay. A wheel image. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that would be a great one for putting in your collections folder. So let's take that and let's copy the file. Not copy the name like this. We're gonna just highlight the whole file and hit copy this file. Now I'll go back to Earth, Wind, and Fire, Collections, Visual Pinball, Medium Artwork, Cover. This is the one I want to be the cover, and I'm going to hit Paste. Okay, now that's there. Now, here's another important thing to bring up. It needs to be the same name as these files. So lightly click on that. You're not copying the file now. You're copying the name, not the extension, just the name, and you're hitting copy. Go over to collections, visual pinball, medium artwork, cover. Highlight this, not the name, not the extension, and hit paste. Now, you just created the cover photo for Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now, you can make any image you want. You could go try to find another image, but this was simple. This was in that media pack, and it looks okay. Zachariah presents Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now that you've got that, we've got that, but we still need our video file and our video marquee. Now, the video marquee one is easy to me. Let's open this back up so we can see this on Explorer. We can close this picture here. Now, I don't know if this is on your version of Windows, but it was on mine. If not, you can download it, and I believe it's free from the Microsoft Store, but it's Video Editor. Very simple to use. No program that you got to buy or anything. At least it was on my system when I got it. I create a new project, and when it says name your project, I just hit skip. Okay? I hope you've got this. If you don't, get this program. It's a Windows program, and it didn't cost me anything. Drag, your project is empty. Drag the Earth, Wind, and Fire Zachariah image file on here. Bring it, now it's in the project. You have to bring it down to the timeline. I bring it down to the timeline, and I hit duration. I make it 30 seconds. That's what I use, is 30 seconds. I guess you could do it. And then just click off here. Now it's 30 seconds long. Now, text. That brings up this menu. Let me make this bigger. I choose classic. I just like classic. Go up here, type in your text. I put G. Parker Arcade. Okay. Now, that is covering up Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I can change this over here on the right. Now, see, I don't know that I can move it, though. Oh, yeah, I can. Here, this little arrow over here. Now, it moved it to the top. Let me see if I can make it go back to classic and leave it at the top. Yes, okay. It's at the top. This little layout button over here. See this? I'd been making them all at the bottom, so I hadn't really played with this much. So my apologies. There is your text. You have to go down here and drag your timeline so it lasts the whole 30 seconds. Hit done. Okay, when you play this out, now you've got Earth, Wind, and Fire. Zachariah presents Earth, Wind, and Fire. G.Parker Arcade. And you can put any logo up there. Or you could just put Visual Pinball X logo. Any other thing you wanted up there. But this is what I like to do. Now, stop that from playing. I like to add some 3D effects. This is always a fun one for me. Campfire. Just add campfire here. It gives it a little bit of a some animation moving on here. So I just make the campfire a little bigger. Also, down here at the bottom, you can see you can change the duration of how long that plays. I want it to play out through the whole thing. You can also turn up the volume to the campfire. Hit done. Now, hit play. There. Earth, Wind, and Fire. You got your arcade logo, a little movement in the screen, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Come over here and hit Finish Video. Export. I want to export this to my new pinball under my server files. Pinball Emporium 10 is where I keep. Now I'm just showing you this is where I keep my stuff. You take it to wherever you want it. I'm going to go to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm going to go to Collections, Visual Pinball X, medium artwork, marquee video, and then I'm going to, remember I saved that before, I'm going to paste that name in that I saved before, so it's exactly the same name as all the other files in this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now remember, all of your files have to be the same name. So now you can go back to see the cover is that name. And that's the other reason for making these different folders, is because now I am going to give you a little disclaimer here. You still have to come up with a video that's going to be the same name. It's going to be another MP3 or MP4, and it's going to have to be the same name. So they have to be in different folders, or they're going to add a -1 or something to it. So you have to make sure that they're all the same name. That's why I make separate folders. Now my disclaimer is while I'm recording this video, I cannot show you how I do that because my video recording software is working to make this video for you. But what you'll have to do is record that video, and on Windows 10 I believe there's a way to record your screen by hitting in gameplay, so you'll have to play with that. I'll research that more and see if I can come up with a video on how to do that, but for right now you are missing the video that goes in here that shows the gameplay. But with that being said, I apologize, I'm not going to be able to show you how to do this, but this is going to be cool for now. Now let's go back to collections, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now you see this collections here. Now remember, we'd already installed Earth, Wind, and Fire last time, and it played. We just have not got the media pack on there for Pinball Emporium. So I'm going to go back to Pinball Emporium. Now you want to go back to your root. You do not want this to go into one of these folders. You want this collections to go into the root of Pinball Emporium. See, it's already got a collections folder here. Let me show you again. Collections is here. You don't want it to drag it into here. You want, now you can back out of here and drag it into Pinball Emporium, but just make sure you bring it down here to a blank space. And it says copy to Pinball Emporium. Now that should automatically add to the right place because we made those folders up and made them explicitly right. So collections, Visual Pinball X, medium artwork, and we'll check under cover, and there should be, there's our Earth, Wind, and Fire image. Let's go back to video marquee. And if I could be a little, okay, Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's our back glass there. So now I'm going to do something here. I'm going to go back, and I've got to change my inputs here. Sorry about all this. I'm new to this stuff yet. Now you should be able to see all my screens. Let's go open up Pinball Emporium. Now again, my apologies for not getting this playfield screen. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go over here to Visual Pinball X because that's what we're playing with here. Now see, normally you got the marquee video, the golden eye over here with Visual Pinball X on it, and you've got some table play here. That's what we're missing, is the table play. You have to record that. But now I can see, and you've got the little cover picture there, 24, and then it goes away, and then you've got the table play, and you've got the video marquee over here. Let's go over to Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I'll show you what we've got now. I'm holding my breath that everything worked right. Okay, there's your Earth, Wind, and Fire picture. There's your marquee on your back glass. But watch, when that goes away, you're not getting any table play. Now, does that hurt anything? No. It takes away from it. So you do want to record some table play and save it in that folder under video. But I can hit the button, the table loads, everything works fine. Come on. There you go. There's Earth, Wind, and Fire. So, I hope this helps. Another one of my videos. I don't know how good, leave me a comment. I don't know if you can hear me good, if you can see me good, if you can see my screen. I'm the first one to complain about YouTubers not speaking up loud enough. I'm getting old. I can't hear them. I can't see what's on the screen. And now I kind of sympathize for some of those guys that I've been complaining about, saying, oh, I wish they'd do this. It's hard talking to a camera. It's easy to talk to a person, but I find when you get on here, you start talking fast because you think, oh, I got to hurry up, or I kind of slur my words. If you watch my own videos, I sound like an idiot sometimes. So I hope these help. I will try to go slow. I will try to make these work. I know they may be a little long, but it'll give you a chance to follow along. Fast forward, pause, do whatever you need to get through them. But anyway, if you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you like it, subscribe. I'm trying to do things to show people who are kind of lay people in this. Sometimes I find that some of these people are explaining to you how to do something. They assume you already know how to do these things and that you should just be able to click and do stuff. One thing I noticed that I did was I was explaining how to unzip things. I did not really extract these things from these zip files, and these were RAR files. I apologize. I have not done anything like that. If you're having trouble with those, leave me a comment, and I'll do a video on that. I'm kind of new, and I don't have that many subscribers or anybody subscribed right now, so I'll surely be able to answer your questions. So anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe, come back, and I'll try to keep more good content coming. Thanks for watching.